Oh, fucking hell, Hugo. That's you, that is, Bella, ripping his rug. Bloody hell. So, I've just turned John Boy out. Good boy. Come on, sweetheart. I spoke to the vet this morning. Bella, put your face straight. And, Bella! Spoke to the vet today, so we're on 3 weeks now, aren't we, of him being in. And what the vet had said, I said, my research, I said it can take like 6 to 12 months for that hock to fuse properly, can't it? I'm just going to go stand over here because otherwise they think they're being fed and they're not. You're not having anything to eat, you've got haylage. Do not need hard food. Oh shit, I need to close that gate though. No one's having anything. Nothing. Look at the size of you. Can you both get out of John's stable, please? Because he will go back in there tonight. I will tell you my story in just a second. Are we sharing? Come on, out you go. Oh, God. No, because I don't want you ruining this sawdust bed. Come on. We'll keep it nice and having 2 horses in here, turning it up. Come on. Out you go, naughty rascals. Jack will probably go in there just to piss. Do you know what I mean? There's more for me to clean up. So, I spoke to the vet today. I will muck out later. They're so beautiful. Look at all my horses. I'm so lucky. Don't know about that. That little girl. And I said, look, I don't think he's really down from being in. I said, like, the fusion takes, like, obviously a long time. I said, they told me 4 days box rest, which is in a stable, and then 4 weeks pen rest. So, and he was like, yeah. And I was like, so why is that? If that joint takes so long to fuse, right, like it's going to take 6 to 12 months anyway, why am I pen resting for 4 weeks? And I can't remember what he said. But I said, like, John keeps getting out, and he said his preference would be for the horse to be out walking around than being stuck in a box. He said, because obviously when they're moving that joint, then it'll fuse together quicker. So I said, what did I say? I was trying to remember my conversation. He said, what they don't want is for them to go in a 20-acre field and gallop around like fucking idiots. He didn't swear. Joe's terms. And I said, when he does get out, he just basically stands there with his mates. And I said, and someone else I know that's had this hockey fusion, they were told to ride their horse every day for 30 minutes or to walk it out in hand. And I'm sort of thinking, well, I kind of thought they had to be immobile. So no, they don't have to be immobile. He said, you're 3 weeks in now. And I said, look, I'm not going to be riding it. You know, I've still got to take him to the vets for the assessment on that joint. He had a roll yesterday. To see if it has made any improvement in 3 weeks' time. But he said it's basically fine to have him turned out now. So I said, I'll have him in at night just so he can have a little rest, do you know what I mean? But I think for his mental well-being, because he has been a bit down, because he just wants to be out with his mates. So, and when he's not, yes, he did twat about for the first time I turned him out after 6 days of being in, but he sort of comes out and mooches, but what he does is just wreck the joint, you know, he keeps getting out. So he is going to be happy mooching with his friends. He can come in tonight and just see how he is. He keeps resting that hind leg, so I was a little bit thinking, well, is he in pain, which the vet can't answer. Sometimes it takes longer than others, but basically the fusion process is happening. What's now got to happen is for those bones to rub together. What's going to speed that process up if he's moving around, because those bones rub together and then eventually like stick. But this can take months. Jack, well, bright spark. Is that you ripping his rug as opposed to Bella, and Bella's getting the blame? You're so filthy, huge. So yeah, he said the preference would be to have him out moving around as opposed to boxed. He said it would do him better to be out mooching as long as he's not a twat. So John, don't be a twat. I've just paid the bill as well for the initial lameness test and the x-rays. I paid for the ethanol injections when I went up there because I had to pay on dispatch. So Mama's skint. But it's done, it's paid for now. He is a little bit stiff, isn't he? But I think that's just because he's been stood in. So let's see how he is. I've got a couple sachets of Bute. He said you can try him on Bute. He said if you're worried, obviously get your vet out. There's no swelling. He's not hopping lame. If anything, he's a bit stiff. I think he could possibly be a little bit uncomfortable because it can irritate, the vet said to me on the phone today. The injection can irritate the tissues around the joint and just make it a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, he's not in severe pain. He said if he was like hopping lame in walk, you know, he's not, so they don't think it's sort of anything too much to worry about. But I have got a few sachets of Bute, so what I'll do later is I will give him a sachet of Bute, which is a pain relief, and just see if that makes any odds. But I think they're all right. I love you all. I'm going to come and muck out later. I love you. Low and snotty today. Very snotty. So I was going to go, I might go and see my sister-in-law, but I don't obviously want the kids passing on germs. So I think we just might have a quiet day. We thought about going swimming, but he's just a little bit snotty, so we're just going to play indoors today. Got the fire lit. And I'll come out and check on you in a minute. Love you all. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you.